TV, presented by Sprint 3D. Bo and Sekou, Jared with you for the next few minutes, live at NBA TV today. And really a special time, as we touched upon at the beginning of the show, for you to come back to Orlando, where you played the bulk of your career and where people identify you with this city. And to me, there's three founding fathers of the Magic. There's yourself, there's Penny, and there's a big guy named Shaq. And the three of them all caught up yesterday afternoon.
Let's go back to the summer when y'all were doing the movie Blue Chips. And I remember Shaq calling me saying, yo, this Penny Hardaway kid is unbelievable.
I can remember I was out in L.A. just playing around, and we was on a movie set. It was summer L.A. out there showing up, Magic's out there. Everybody was in the building, so I'm running, and like I would put my hand up, and this cat would put the ball in my hand every time. So I'm like, who is that cat? They was like, that's Penny Hardaway. You ain't never heard of him? Back then, they didn't have internet. You know what I'm saying? So I had to give it on the home, like, yo, who's Penny Hardaway? Like, yo, he cold. So when I seen this kid, I was on that Magic and Kareem tip.
Right.
So then I called John Gabriel and made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
I really wanted to play with him. And I knew if I was going to have a chance to play for the Magic, that was my best chance. And what was the blessing out of all of it was William Friedkin, who was the director, he let us play real basketball. I was just trying to do my part and give him the ball every single time he wanted it, and it worked out.
When did you know that we really had something?
I knew right away because, you know, one thing about me is I know how to bring people together. I know how to be a leader. I know how to keep people involved. Like, you and him taught me to get mine first because, like, you know, I think I wanted to average 28. So as long as I got my 6 or 7 points and you know the devil's going to come, then I took pride in looking for you for the three. I took pride when you cut, giving you a nice pass and you finished. I took pride in that. And then everybody was with us. The crowd was with us. The town was with us. The league was with us. So I knew we was on our way. So
then as the year went on, after we traded Skiles and everything, you know how that went down.
Right.
Then I just knew then, I was like, okay, now we're on our, now I'm thrusting into a position. I don't have Skiles to, you know, to fall back on now. Now it's just me. And that's when I knew, after he got traded, I was like, it's time to go to that next level.
Oh, nice pass. Behind the back to Shaq. He'll dipsy down. Oh, my. Scott. Look at the big fella handle the ball.
Home by Anthony Hardaway.
Over Ewing.
Penny wheeling and dealing to Dennis Scott.
Yes. Lob to O'Neal. Oh, baby.
We get Horace, we get on the roll, and then we put Horace on our shoulders and carry him off in Chicago.
remember when Mike had the 45 and he turned it over and then Nick came and stole it, right?
Yeah.
And then like I came in the locker room and told everybody, don't say nothing about Mike, and Nick said something about Mike, and then he came back 23. He came back 23 and gave us like 45.
Gave us 45,
yeah,
yeah.
so I got really nervous. And
It felt great because I felt like if you could beat, we were honestly the last team to beat the Bulls in the series. You know what I mean? So playing against those guys with Michael coming back that year, him trying to come back and claim the title or whatever, and for us to beat them in their place, you know, I felt like, you know, it's time for us to get our ring.
Speaking of the finals,
don't talk about the finals because your boy missing.
can't believe it, right? It still bothers you?
I don't blame Nick. I blame me. Because I was the leader of the team, and y'all followed me, and y'all went how far I went. I mean, that's why every time I went to the finals after that, I said, I'm going to make sure personally that we don't get swept, and I'm going to make sure personally that we don't lose.
In case you haven't figured it out yet, I'm signed with the Los Angeles Lakers. And keep in mind the word change. To me, change is for the good.
I admit I was a championship chaser. I was a championship chaser, one. And two, I was an opportunity chaser. I was a little bit selfish, but I had to be because, you know, I wanted to be one of the most dominant player ever. But I never told anybody this, but when I left and like I used to watch y'all play, I started saying to myself, did I make a mistake? Man, because I really miss you guys. And you know, everybody knows this. We didn't have the same camaraderie out there than we had there.
Wherever we went, the money was worth it. We put on the show, whether it's 3D shooting threes, us dunking, us lobbing, whatever. I think our team was one of those teams. And I look at teams nowadays, you don't get that. You get a lot of hype, but there's not the show.
Like, you know, they talk about this team. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put it out in the open. We would have smoked the team they got now. We would have smoked them.
Penny, what do you think about that? All the white hype, Jameer. Could this team handle our team?
No, they weren't even close. And that's
who guards Penny?
Thank you.
Who guards Penny?
Thank you. I don't know.
Who guards you?
J.J. Redick gonna guard him? Turkey Glue gonna guard him? Jameer, I don't know. So you got to double them, right? You got to double them, and that's when you get loose, down a road.
That's when I'm letting them bombs go.
Who gonna guard me one-on-one?
Nobody.
Oh, say it again.
Nobody.
One more time.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody, for real.
That was awesome.
That is awesome. And you know what? They would have smoked.